Number 7, random acts. All I'm going to do is quote this. Mutations are random. University of California Museum of Paleontology. The mechanics of evolution, like natural selection and genetic drift, work with the random variation generated by mutation. Dr. Norman F. Hall. There is something about randomness that scares many people. Even some defenders of evolution would like to downplay the role of randomness in the process of genetic mutation. But if there is an irreducible component of randomness in quantum events, as much physicists agree there is, then most mutations must also partake of that same randomness. I could go on, but this is Evolution 101. Evolution by random mutation. It's a must for evolution. Continuing on. Number 8, people say that well, we defend our beliefs because of those religious people that want to spread their ideology. Well, that seems like a waste of time to me. If you believe that this is all we have, that we only have a certain amount of time on earth, and after that it's over, then there would be no reason for you to spend so much time convincing me, a Christian, to become an atheist. It doesn't make any sense. You should be doing things that would bring you pleasure or things that would make you happy. Use your time more wisely because that's all you have. Now, for me, a Christian ideologist, I think that it's important for you to understand where I'm coming from because I think it has eternal consequences. But why would you waste your time, quote, quote, waste, to express your beliefs to me? I believe there's something deep and rooted in that question. Number 7, people have a problem with my definition of faith. Well, the Webster's Dictionary actually says that faith and belief are synonymous. And I've looked at all the definitions, and this is simply what it means, to have a belief system, to trust and have loyalty in a belief system. And that is simply what I'm saying about atheism. Do you have a belief system that there is no God? You must. Otherwise, you'd be indifferent to it. And then the next question was all about, if you have a level of belief, how high is that level of belief compared to Christianity? You could have said it's a very small amount, but then I would just counter with saying, I've looked at the evidence, and it seems to me that it takes more belief to believe in no designer, no God, than it does to believe in a God. I think that's very important, but no one really answered that question. Lastly, many atheists claim that God has never interacted with the natural world. Well, I gave this big number thing about how God has interacted, and people said, well, you'd have to prove it wasn't science. You have to prove that it was outside of the natural realm. Well, obviously, there's only 3 ways to respond to each and every one of those situations. First of all, you could say that the person that's claiming this supernatural thing is a liar. You could say that they just made it up. Number 2, you can believe that they were delusional or hallucinating the whole event. Or number 3, you can believe them. That's all I was asking. You have to pick one of those things. Now, if you say that all millions of those people were liars, that doesn't sound very credible even on your part. But if you believe that they were delusional or hallucinating it, then I would have some real defenses against that. I personally believe that many of them, now not all of them, yes, there are some crazy people out there who claim things happened, didn't. But that was the basis of those last 2 questions. Thank you very much for your time.